and welcome back to Inside Chang Industrial, where we take a look at the minds behind the mission. Today I'm joined with Tchalla Greene, also known as T. T, how are you doing today?
Very good, Cheyenne. Thank you for the time. I'm happy to be here.
Great to have you.
Just came in from Austin this morning.
Awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about what you currently do for Chang Industrial?
Sure. I'm the safety manager for Chang Industrial. I've been with the group for about 3 years. We've been working on food and beverage there with Keurig Dr Pepper. Also available for insights on any type of strategy, risk. Keep my ear open. It's a bustling environment, and when things come up, you got to be available and be nimble and be flexible.
Yeah. And what are some stepping stones that have gotten you to where you are today?
Well, it all started with the work ethic that was kind of taught to me by my parents early on. My dad was oil and natural gas for about 30 years, former military. My mom worked in facilities in the airport there where I grew up for about 30 years. And it was always important to roll your sleeves up and get in there and be a leader and not be scared to challenge yourself. And I'm a former tradesman. Started out as a laborer, then a diesel mechanic. Years later, went on to become a Wall Street MBA. Started learning more about how things work, and then got involved in the chemical side a little bit, and then automotive, back to chemical plants, and then renewables, rail. So it's been a kind of an interesting adventure, transmission, distribution as well. And
wow.
It's a passion, and it's a chance to work with the C-suite while at the same time be out there with the craftsmen daily, and it keeps you inspired, it keeps you sharp, and enjoy it.
Wow. Can you tell us a little bit about maybe like your favorite project you've done within your area of expertise?
Oh, that's a tough one. But in all seriousness, though, the one we just completed for Keurig Dr Pepper was really phenomenal project. We got a chance to roll out the largest robotics fleet there in terms of AGVs and AMRs, nationwide. With all the different challenges that provides, chance to work with different disciplines and different groups, subcontractors, channel partners, and that was pretty exciting for me. We brought together a great team of people, really talented individuals. That kind of inspiration you get daily, both on-site and off-site, really primes you for great things.
Yeah.
So I would have to say that Keurig Dr Pepper project. There's been some other great ones, but I can tell you about those on the sidebar.
All right, sounds good. If you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be?
Don't be scared to ask the extra question. I think early on in the career, folks are people pleasers, and you want to make everyone happy. You can't do that, but you got to ask not just the extra question, but ask the right question. So getting yourself more streamlined, not just putting yourself out there for that sake, but have that fortitude to really go out and about things in the right manner.
Yeah.
And to be more tactical, I guess.
Awesome. And what is something you're passionate about outside of work?
For me, I love the outdoors. I wouldn't quite qualify myself as a true rancher, more of a hobbyist, but I like to grow things. So, I've got peaches, pecans, figs, pomegranates out there in Texas. And then the Hawaii plot I'm working on, I've got avocados and bananas, lychee, jackfruit, some other things going on. But probably my greatest passion outside of travel would probably be community service and philanthropy. So those are key interests. Not just during the holidays, because that was something that started up years ago, about 20 years ago, doing that for Thanksgiving, working in homeless shelters, soup kitchens, being involved in the communities where I'm working, living, or traveling. But then challenging oneself to do it year round and getting more involved, which is an ongoing thing because everybody's busy and life happens fast, or life comes at you fast, as we say around here, right?
For sure.
But challenging myself to be more involved throughout the year, because everybody wants to come out on Thanksgiving and Christmas morning. But what other ways can one get involved throughout the calendar? That was a question I asked myself. So trying to get creative with that. And I looked at it years ago and I said, well, graduate school, undergrad, they have endowments, they have successful alumni and alumnus that help them out. Who gets forgotten? Elementary schools. So I decided to do something about it. And that's Plew Elementary in Niceville, Florida, where I grew up, which is near Destin, Fort Walton Beach, in the Panhandle. I took it on myself to get involved, and that's where I went. Many of my friends I grew up with, still keep up with, went. One of my best friend's wife is a teacher there. Hi, Mary. And so I started taking that on. So doing like different technology grants and getting involved. I do an annual pizza party for them and just try to get involved, keep the ear to the ground, And they're, kindergarten and first, kind of really focused on the early ages. But that's really a joy for me. It's a chance to, a school that I went to that's, a half mile from where my mother still lives. And so that's one of my things in my life that brings me real joy.
Yeah, that's amazing to hear. And what kind of inspired that? Like, why is it so important to you?
Because I thought about it over the years, and I said, well, I've been fortunate enough to work with serial entrepreneurs, really great professors, and folks that have gone on to go be captains of their own industry and wave makers. But I thought of it, I was like, who gets forgotten? And it's like these elementary school teachers. And then I just said, and just kind of not to tie into the last point, it just kind of said, well, I can do something about that. Yeah. Who made the greatest impact on me? I think my third grade teacher, Miss Diane Holzman. I still keep up with her to this day. That's awesome. Made more of an impact on me than any professor or person I was a grad assistant for, working on my MBA or undergrad or any of that. The real, I used to be a shy guy, believe it or not. I had trouble, I had to go to speech therapy. I had, I was a really, really, I don't want to say awkward kid, but I was shy. And she brought it out of me, to be confident, to be proud, to be genuine. And I'm really grateful to her to this day. I'll probably end up giving her a ring. When I
send her this video.
I'll send her this video probably.
That's awesome. Well, I love to hear that. Thank you so much, Tchalla, for your time. And thank you for watching. Stay up to date with all things Chang Industrial by checking us out on LinkedIn and our website, www.changindustrial.com. See ya.